Welcome back to TBB,
aka the Bestie Bonus.
I'm Morgan.
I'm Taylor. Today we are doing aims, and the question of the week. Oh, this one is kind of crazy, but it's directly attached to what our aims is. Would you be okay with your man spending the night with a woman? Let me tell you what the overall consensus is.
Fuck no.
Fuck no, unless he wants to be covered on creeps and crimes. That has been the number one response, and period. Like, period. Then we do have a few that are like, no, I trust yes, because I trust my partner 100%, and I trust all my girlfriends, but we never said it was your girlfriend. I actually should have said, AKA the bitch he told you not to worry about.
Right.
Let's see. I'll read just a few responses. Fuck no. Fuck no. Hell to the no. To the no, no.
No. Hell to the no.
If it's a quote, if something would happen, it would have happened by now, then maybe. Bold.
Oof,
No.
that is bold.
I don't know. Like, Logan can spend the night at your house. Your husband's
Aaron
there.
can spend the night at your house.
Yes. And even if Aaron wasn't there, I'd be like, it's just Morgan's house.
Right.
She's actually going to be annoyed that you get up and walk in the middle of the night. So
I feel like someone needs to sit him the fuck down.
somebody needs to
bed.
tell him to stop fucking talking to me because I'm ready to go to bed. Only our closest friends I could think of, you know,
Same.
That's it. Sure. And if that's the case, then she can just have that motherfucker.
Period.
Depending on the relationship that I have with the girl, period. Not unless that woman was a family member who he had a lovingly platonic relationship with. The situation would have to be dire need or emergency, because basically a hard pass on all of that. Think so. Not unless she's our friend, never just his. Hell fucking no. Personally dealing with my man trying to spend time with a woman, fuck that. Fuck that.
Yeah.
The fuck? He better be at his parents' house, because what do you mean? Hell no, that's a no, dead ass, 100%. Yes, but it depends all on my gut feeling. I have really good intuition about people and can read them easily. Fair?
Yeah.
Not unless it's his sister or his fucking mom. LOL. Hell no, not for less than $100,000.
I would probably do it too.
Yeah, $100,000 to go spend the night over there. Go lock yourself in that room. If he wants to die a painful and slow death. Yeah. He wouldn't be sleeping because he would be dead just for asking. Yes, I trust him 100%. And if I couldn't, he wouldn't be my man. Okay. My now husband slept on a girl's porch to avoid me being mad.
That's iconic.
Iconic. Okay, perfect. So, Morgan.
Yeah, so if you are on our Patreon, you've heard this.
Yes, we did it on the Patreon live that we did back in
And if you
April.
scroll our Reddit, then you've read it. But hear it again, because it's still just as fucking crazy.
It's just as fucking jaw-dropping.
So this is from our Reddit thread, Creeps and Crimes, by user Friendly Heart 855. And the title is, Am I the asshole? My husband spent the night at his female friend's house. Girlies, first off, hi, and I love listening to you two chat. Morgan, your voice sounds exactly like my best friend's, and it's calming to just have you two talking while I work and commute. I'm really not tech savvy, so this is the first time I'm submitting a story, though not creepy or crimey. Hopefully with plenty more stories about entity encounters and mind-fucking dreams in the future to come.
Please.
I'm here today though for your bestie bonus and Am I the Asshole? As in the last episode you said things were getting dry. LOL.
They still are, so
soak it up real
Could you
quick.
please also send in some more? But don't worry, this bestie took care of this month.
Yes, please. My husband and I have been married for almost 5 years now, living mostly abroad in his home country, which I'll keep anonymous. During the first several years of our marriage, we lived abroad with his family, but had always planned to come back to the U.S. as soon as we could to start a life together. Because of the lengthy processing time for his green card, I decided last year to come home solo to start the summer farming internship we had originally planned on doing together. My husband and I have had our ups and downs as per usual during the beginnings of any marriage, even questioning divorce a few times, but always returning to resolve and work through our differences, both personal and cultural. In the first week I was home, however, he immediately seemed more distant than usual. We were experiencing an 8-hour time difference and knew it would be difficult to keep in touch with that alone despite the distance. We were a couple who both worked from home and spent most of our days and nights together. I had grown used to having him always by my side, and I'll admit I was probably a little too emotionally dependent on having him near. In those first few days apart, he spent entire nights out drinking till morning with friends and ignoring my calls as well as those from his family. We would sporadically get in touch and talk briefly, but things felt off. On one of the nights, he told me that he had spent the night with one of his female friends, a best friend from childhood that he had occasionally kept in touch with over the years. He had originally explained her to me as someone he didn't, quote, someone he didn't talk to when he was in relationships. And so taking this as a semi-red flag had always been a bit wary of her. She was someone that I had met on several occasions previously, and we even all went on a short double date camping vacation together with her boyfriend at the time. She was nice enough, but I didn't exactly feel a friendly bond with her, and honestly just didn't like how she interacted with my husband.
Okay, pause for a second. So he has told you that he does not normally interact with this person when he is in a relationship, aka we have a connection.
Right.
So
sexual tension.
We have sexual tension. We have a chemistry.
Yes.
100 red flags.
1,000. Maybe I was reading too far into it, but she always seemed to glance too long at him, talk in this hushed voice, and always hugged him too long and too close.
The hushed voice does it.
I know, me too. Seeing them interact always made my stomach twist. My husband always insisted, however, that he never saw her any differently than his other friends and didn't see what I was seeing and to not worry about it. At the time of his spending the night with her, however, she had just broken up with her boyfriend and was apparently heartbroken and needed a friend to be with her. He didn't tell me this the first time he spent the night there. Apparently, this had happened one night previously, but he didn't want to tell me as not to upset me, and he knew rightfully that I would be bothered, but was trying also to be a good friend.
So you're asking for forgiveness, not permission.
A small backstory. I had been in a previous long-term relationship where my boyfriend at the time had gone to a female friend's house to comfort her, but come to find out he was cheating and had never fully recovered from that, even though that was more than a decade ago. I know that my initial reaction to my husband spending the night with her would be triggered by that, and I did my best to rationalize all of this, knowing that I had trusted him fully. After learning my husband was spending the night with her, however, my heart immediately sank and asked if I could speak with her on the phone. I wanted to hear from her why my husband was the one she needed there and if I could truly trust her intentions.
Right, you don't have any other fucking friends?
I did my best to stay calm while I spoke to her, but was I shaking and wanting to vomit the whole time? Yes.
Yes.
The language barrier didn't help either. Even though she did her best to speak in English when she could, she said that she saw my husband as a brother and didn't have many friends she could trust to be around at the moment. And she wouldn't have him spend the night if I wasn't comfortable with it, which of course I wasn't, but I didn't have the heart to say that. I could barely speak. I just smiled and said, "It's fine," and asked to say goodnight to my husband. I will never forget the look my husband gave me. This was all on a video call when she handed the phone back to him. Whether he was disappointed in me and upset that I didn't trust him or what, it made me feel slimy somehow and left me wondering if I was the, quote, crazy wife for trying to control him or keep him from his friends. He
probably just looked fucking guilty.
Yeah. He spent the night with her periodically over the summer, and each time I just grinned and bared it, dying a little each time I thought of this alone. At one point, my mind got as dark as wondering if I was in the middle of their love story as opposed to her and mine.
No, she's 100%.
And I would lose myself crying with her every passing thought. The fact that you, and we said this on Patreon, the fact that you had to ask to say goodnight to your husband when you called his phone fucking makes my blood boil.
That... Oh my God. And the face that he gave you that made you feel guilt, and the fact that this is happening when your partner should be like 100% backing whatever makes you comfortable and more confident, because like that's your partner.
Right.
This is your husband. Like, the fact that he's bending rules, like what makes this different than any other relationship that you've been in where you can't talk to her?
Right.
Why is it different with our relationship? And why do you think I wouldn't worry?
Yeah, it makes me sick for you. I don't think it would have bothered me as much if he had spent the night with any of his other male buddies or even with one of my best female friends had the situation ever arose. We got married sort of young, 24 and 27 years old, with me being the older of us two. And I know he had always felt like he had missed out on being a bachelor in the big city he grew up in. I didn't want to be the one to stop him from having fun and getting it out of the system. Honestly, I was worried that if I had insisted on telling him to not spend the night with her, even though I was his wife and felt fully entitled to demand that, I would have lost him at the time. I know if the roles had been reversed, he would be very uncomfortable with me spending the night at a male friend's house alone, and thus have never imagined, asked, or even felt compelled to do so.
Because why would we?
After returning back to our home that summer, we were finally able to speak openly with each other. He insists that nothing ever happened between them, that he doesn't even find her attractive. And even if him and I weren't together, that he would never be with her in any capacity aside from friends.
You don't find her attractive at all?
Yeah.
You think that you're friends with an ugly bitch?
But you don't talk to her when you're in a relationship.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
We both come from traditional families respective to our countries. And I know if my parents knew that he had spent the night at a woman's house alone, they would certainly be disappointed in him. But they love him so much. I just didn't want to sully their view of him. So I have never discussed it with them. His parents knew he did this occasionally and didn't approve, but also didn't want to tell him what to do, as he plays an important leadership role in their family. I do trust my husband, and since then have moved to the U.S. finally and spent the last year here together. I've never felt stronger about our relationship and our future together. The first time I met him, I had a dream where we lived our entire lives out and died together, and I woke up feeling like I had lived 100 years in a single night. This man has rocked my life to the core, and I couldn't imagine him not by my side. We are returning back to his home country in a few months, back to the home we built together. He requested we spend a week in his childhood city to see his family and spend time with his friends, including this female friend. I know he will want to spend time with her alone, but am I the asshole for wanting to ask him for me to be there with them until I know I can truly trust her? Sorry that was so long. 1,000,000% understand if you don't want to read it all, but would love your opinion. Please keep doing what you're doing. You add so much light, love, and fun to the world.
He needs alone time with her?
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
No,
actually.
If anything, you need alone time with her. Like, no, there's no reason.
Absolutely no reason whatsoever
that he needs alone time.
I have tried to like look at a viewpoint from every single different cultural aspect that I may know of.
Yeah.
And I don't see a single one where that is appropriate.
I don't see a single one. Truly. Other cultures, ring in.
Yeah, let us know if I'm missing something. Am I missing something?
Pop off in the comments because look, this is your husband. So let me tell you what you're going to do. Okay. I don't think I said this on the live because we were kind of moving quickly. We had a lot that we were doing. This is what you need to do. If and when, because it kind of sounds like you're already anticipating it happening again. If and when this happens again, you guys are there. He's like, I want to go spend some alone time with her. You pack a bag, you put your shoes on, you put on a hat, you throw your hair in a bun, put your makeup bag in there, you put your keys in your hand, and you say, okay, well then I'm going to go get a hotel. And you can call me when you want to stop fucking around because I'm your wife.
And then we'll go to whatever country we need to and file for divorce.
Like whatever, it's at the point now that you need to genuinely say, like, I am your wife. I am not okay with this. I have been lenient because we were having, the time difference. It was a bunch of change and I didn't want to make you angry knowing that I wouldn't be able to get in fucking contact with you because you're drinking until 3 a.m. and then crashing at this bitch's house who I get bad vibes from, and she is now single, and you've told me in the past that this is pretty much the girl I don't need to worry about, which AKA I've got to worry about her. You give him the are you in or you out? And are you in is, okay, me and you are both going, and that's why what my purse is on me for, and we're going to go see her, or you're out and I'm going the fuck away.
I know that that's easier said than done. So I do hope that I know you love him. I can see that you love him.
No, 100%.
And I hope that you find the strength to be able to do that because it does need to be done.
It needs to be done. And what this does, and I've told this to so many people and it's worked every single fucking time, okay? It's instilling the fear of God into this man. Like, that's all that it is. Like, you're telling him, I'm not fucking playing around anymore. Like, I'm done. There's things that you have to put your fucking foot down on, and I'm not playing around about it anymore. And this is the thing that you need to put your foot down on, because it's making you question your relationship. It's making you question yourself. Like, the thing that you said that broke my heart was, I'm wondering if I'm interfering with their love story.
Yeah.
No.
It's fucking sad.
Oh, fuck no. Oh, fuck no. Like, no. If they wanted to be together, they could have gotten together and been dating and gotten married years ago. But instead, they have this little, like, workplace fucking... It's not a workplace, but, like, that's, like, a work wife situation. Like, this is his home wife. Like, fuck no. Yeah, there's never a reason that he needs to be sleeping over there. Like you said, it's his hometown, his whole family. He's got tons of friends. He's going out with his guy friends, drinking every night. Why the fuck are you crashing at her place?
Yeah.
She needs someone. She doesn't have any friends. Why can't one of the other guy friends do it?
Right. It's probably a big group.
Yeah, this is unacceptable. I'm heartbroken for you. And now I was more heartbroken for you in Patreon. Now I'm just mad about it because hearing it again for the second time and then really seeing how like you love this guy. This is your soulmate. Like that's how you wrote this. Like this is my soulmate. This is my twin flame. I am going to live and die with this man. Okay, well, if you're going to live and die with him, you lay the law down. Like if you and him are going to be the mummified skeletal remains in Pompeii and the, you know what I'm talking about, where they're holding on to each other and they're covered in lava and ash, like you fight for him like that. You say like, I'm fighting for our marriage. And sometimes, and it's the hardest way to do it. And like I said, I've had to tell people to do this in the past and they've done it. It puts it into perspective for the man. They have to have a reaction and they're not going to blow it out because you're literally standing there with your purse on and your shoes on. Like,
right.
It's scary. It's putting the fear of God
Well,
in
and they
them.
think that we just blow smoke.
Yeah,
like,
they think
like,
that we're just joking around.
Right.
Like, no,
I'll leave.
I've
They're
got
like,
my
sure
fucking
you
bag.
will. See you tomorrow.
No.
Like, no, I'll fucking leave.
And you turn off your location, you turn off your phone. You block him for a day and then you can let him back in.
Yeah.
Like, he's probably thinking like, she, you know, if she was going to be upset about this, if she was going to leave me, she would have left me by now. Like, no, like I still will. Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm fucking sorry for you. I hate this for you.
Me too.
And I know how much
And I
you
know
love
like
him.
how fucking exciting it is to go back to your home country and like get to visit family and friends, and like you have to dread it because of this situation.
Yes, like you don't
Like,
even
that
have to be
pisses
excited
me
to go
off.
see your in-laws and stuff. And even your fucking in-laws are not okay with it.
Right.
That says a lot. That says a lot to me. Mm-hmm. So, hey, maybe you go get your mother-in-law in on it.
Yeah.
I know you said like he holds a culturally like significant leadership role within the family, but go to your mother-in-law and be like, what would you do in this situation? Because she I mean, obviously like her life is in that culture. She might be able to give you better advice, because I'm telling you my American version of it is I've got my fucking roller suitcase packed and I'll unpack it in 2 weeks from now. You know, it's more for the show of it. Like, I'm being dramatic. I'm putting on a show right here, but I actually will walk out of this fucking door and I will use your credit card to book the hotel. Mm-hmm. And I'm ordering room service. So there's that.
And a bottle of Dom.
Oh, 100%. And I'm not going to go cheat on you. I'm not going to do anything like that because I'm not going to stoop that fucking low. But what I will do is I'm going to put the fear of God on you. I'm going to tell you where I stand on this. And as my husband, you should value that, because I am your wife. I'm going to be your partner in life until we're the skeletons.
Till we're dead.
Pompeii.
Till death do us together.
Till death do us still not part. Like, till death do us walk into the afterlife together, because hell no. Like, definitely 100% put your foot down on this. Don't question yourself. Your intuition is right. If we've learned anything from listening to the Mother's Day TBB,
Yeah.
women's intuition is always right. Even if nothing's ever happened, and even if he is still telling you
I
the
don't
truth.
believe it.
Even if nothing has happened, and even if he is telling the truth, and even if maybe she really is just fucked up and needs someone to, like, that's not his responsibility. Does she not have a sister? Like,
Right.
why
Should
can't
not
you
have
go?
fucking friends.
Yeah, and by the way, he's not hanging out with her by himself. So,
At all.
period. Like that.
Let
Like,
us
not
know.
even being left for you to go to the bathroom at the table. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
Because they both give cause for concern. Mm-hmm. Definitely 100%. I'm so sorry about that, bestie. And if anyone has any better advice than what we've given, because I'm just raged out, I think maybe before we do anything, let's go chit chat with mother-in-law.
Yeah.
If you have that relationship with her. If not, fear God. Plan B. Go do
Or
it.
if dad's around, chit chat with dad.
Yeah, maybe dad will put.
Be like,
maybe dad will do fear
You
God.
don't want a separation in your son's marriage.
Right.
As the leader of the family, that's not a good look.
No. I would go and talk with them, like, without him.
Yeah.
And be like, maybe whenever y'all are there, maybe he goes and he hangs out with her and you're at home with them. Mm-hmm. Maybe don't let that happen, but maybe he goes and he gets dinner with his friends or whatever. Sit down with mama, sit down with dad, and be like, what do I do about this? I'm not cool with it. Y'all aren't cool with it. How do I handle this? That's appropriate.
Or have your dad.
Oh, shit.
Have your
Bringing
dad
the
call
big
him up.
guns. Yeah, because I ain't fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. All right. If you guys have any better advice than what we've given, or any other idea of what a better way to go about this would be, because we don't want her to end her marriage. She doesn't want to end her marriage. I don't want you to end your marriage. I think this is just a weird fucking time. People go through shit like this. It's okay. Like, just if you choose him and he chooses you, then you walk out of this and you're stronger than you ever were before, because now you have even more trust and he's scared of you, and that's what needs to happen. Like that's where
good.
it's at. Like that's where the hell it's at. So if anybody has any other advice, this is posted on our Reddit, so I prefer that you guys go and comment on the Reddit for this bestie so they can have a direct like response
versus
time.
an Instagram reel or something.
Yeah, versus being on Instagram, versus it being on Spotify, but you still can pop it on there on Spotify, and you know, maybe depending on if not too many people go over there, I'll screenshot it and fucking post it on the Reddit thread for Bestie to see. So love you guys so much. Bestie, I'm so sorry that you're going through this. Thank you so much for asking us and like bringing this to us.
I feel like and you can tell that like this consumes you. This keeps you up at night to the point where you came to us, and that makes me so sad.
You've never even written
sad.
a creepy account. You've never. I'm mad or fuck. Like I'm mad for you because I just want like I want to stand in front of you and I want to kill this bitch.
Do you want us to come?
Like see,
We will literally come.
Literally.
He wants a private
Give us
date
the address
with this girl. Okay, Taylar and I will be in that same fucking restaurant.
Oh, 100%.
And they start walking out. Guess what? Taylar and I are already in her apartment.
We're
in her house.
We're on her balcony
with a fucking knife.
Literally, with a weapon. With for sure a knife, so we can cut off his dick if he slips up.
We've been craving an over the seas trip.
We really have.
So,
and a private investigator mission. We'll be on it.
Yeah.
On it.
He would never suspect
cameras
us.
Galore, bitch. Ghost hunting equipment. We're doing a ghost hunt in her apartment.
We could even cleanse him.
We'll bring Susan.
Yeah.
She'll exercise that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, Bessie, I'm sorry. I love you so much. All right, love you guys. Don't forget to send in your aims. You can do it through our Reddit thread. If you don't know how to use Reddit and you're like, I really have this aims that I really want to send in, you can send it to the creepy account email, which is creepsandcrimes.ca@gmail.com. The subject has to be aims.
And then we can post it on Reddit for you.
Yeah, we can either post it on Reddit for you, or if it's something that you don't want to be on Reddit because you don't want to be tied to anything, we'll post it ourselves. I mean, well, we won't post it. We'll just read it from the email. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, but then it would still be public.
Yeah, but I'm saying that they could anonymously do it. Like if they didn't want any ties to it. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Love you guys. Bye.
Love you.